Good morning, friends. Welcome. We dropped some frames there for some reason on the internet. Not sure why. I'll monitor that. It's Sunday morning, which means that it's Saturday evening for my friends in America, and it's early for Europe friends, and that means they probably miss out on this fun. So I apologise to all of my Europeans, but you will be able to watch the replay, of course. Thank you, yes. Lost faith, yes, no, I don't know that that was her. Maybe it was. I've never been called Denk before, Sneed Ratch, but I'll take it. I'll take anything at all. Yeah, so we're here today to play a challenge that has been devised by the Tastemaker on the Lanterns Reign Discord. So if you've never joined the Lanterns Reign Discord, I highly recommend it. It's a lovely and welcoming place, one of the best Discords on the internet. I'm a member of quite a few, and that is one of the only ones that just feels really great to be a part of. Now, I've got to track down the actual rules for this just to make sure I've got them clear in my head. There they are. Militides, the legend, linked them to me. Okay, so yes. Anyway, this is going to be a really interesting day of Kingdom Death. We're going to do at least, well, if I win on the first attempt, we don't have to do a second attempt. I think that's unlikely. So I'm going to give myself 2 attempts at this, unless one goes very, very short, in which case I will maybe do 3. I played a whole campaign to get to this point, to get to this situation where I feel like I have an opportunity to challenge this level 3 Parasite Queen. So the Parasite Queen is probably the most challenging Node 3, I would say, or finale monster, I would think. And I don't know if this is possible, this challenge. I've said it a couple of times throughout my playthroughs of this campaign, but I've built towards it. Everything I've done, I've built towards trying to defeat this Parasite Queen challenge. I'm not like Devereaux, who can throw themselves into a meat grinder 6 times in a row. I'll give myself maybe 2. She probably is. I haven't set up my cool camera. Maybe I should plug my cool camera in. All right, I'll plug that in. It usually causes some glitches, but we'll plug it in and see if it's worth it. Because she looks awesome. Mossy's trying to call me, is she? Yep. Hey, what's up, Moss?
Can I open the blinds so I can see the dog?
Yeah, the blinds are open.
Not the one on the couch.
Which ones?
No, the couch. Have you started to stream?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you want me to open?
Just the blind so I can see Ellie.
All right.
Is the back door unlocked so I can get back inside?
Which one do you want unlocked? Roger that.
Bye, mate. Have fun.
See ya. So we've had a very eventful morning. Mossy found a dog walking around out the front, so she's rescued the dog, and their owners are coming to pick it up. And it's a big dog. So she's had an eventful morning. I'm back! Yes, well, this should maybe turn on now. Yeah. Okay, so that's the view. Just drop some exposure. Yeah. She looks so awesome. Have a look at her. The Parasite Queen. Okay, there you go. That's an angle I probably won't use, but there it is. It's there if we want it. Let's explain the challenge stuff. So this is the level 1 version of this monster. So the version level 1 has resilient. The monster cannot suffer additional or automatic wound. Everything that does multi-wounds, gone. Automatic wounds, gone. Number 2, Frenzied Berserker. This, yes, that is a scout, bruh. It is a scout. I've spent an entire campaign building as many good weapons as I could to challenge this fight, because the scout means that every single weapon is one and done. So we've got 22 survivors that are, well, actually it's 23 because I've also got Trophy Taker, but anyway, 3 AI cards a turn. Awful. Absolutely awful. And then the third and final trait, which is also problematic, is survivors dying does not cause this trait to be archived. That sounds good. Vengeful. When a survivor's wound attempt total against the hit location surpasses the monster's toughness by 6 or more, they gain the priority target token, and then the monster draws AI. Limit once per attack. So once again, high speed is the go. The only good thing is it doesn't matter if we do with that stupid rule where you can't wound Protean. So unless we're actually wounding, that one doesn't come into play. So yeah, that's the level 3 Parasite Queen. In addition to all of her normal rules, she's toughness 25. Illuminated figure minions may come out, may not. Renegade Flesh, we can archive parasites. Melody of Heroes, we can perform Embolden up to 3 times. Now, Bra's here, so we might ask you a question. If I have no survivors on the board, is that it? We can't do Embolden anymore, we're done? So if all my survivors are on the board are wiped out, we're done? The challenge fails? Or can we Embolden 3 guys onto the board? Anyway, Omnipresence, the little guys are moving around, and then when the Parasite Queen Host of Hands collides with a survivor, they are torn asunder by innumerable dead things. Yep, so as soon as if it fails, if I've got no dudes on the board, we are cooked. Roger that. So what I'm trying to do is survive. I've got 22 survivors that should be able to wound her, but to be able to wound her is a mission in and of itself. I'm not taking a wisdom potion at this point. I have a survivor with a wisdom potion, but we're not going to take it at the start. So yeah, the last stream, I went through all of my survivors and armed them accordingly. Let's go over here and make sure I've got everything right. So, Host of Hands is deployed. Parasite Queen's in the red area. It doesn't allow me to depart with that gear. But each person I've got a gear that I've given to them. So, excellent. If the combined courage of the survivors is 18 plus, it is. We go first. We are also ambushing the Parasite Queen because she doesn't have any eyes that I can see on there. So I think, does that mean we get 2 cracks? Maybe it does. Yep, cool. And so everyone has departed with a reroll token. 2 reroll tokens, I should say, thanks to Trophy Wall, because we gave everyone 6 understanding. And then we've departed with these tokens: strength, evasion, luck, speed, and movement. And that reminds me that this chick should actually have speed and evasion, I think it was. Cool. So that's it. We are going to give this a crack. I don't know if this is doable or not. Like, I think I can do just about anything in this game. This might just be just by sheer weight of numbers. I just don't know if my luck can hold out. But we're going to give it a crack. So, let's dance. Gonna be okay, body boot up and just dance. Spin that record, babe. Where can we deploy? We can deploy all along the wall. Yeah, okay. I might move the scout away. Scout can get down here just in case. So let's go with our first survivor, which is Scab the Prodigy. So Scab is rocking the Regal Plume, the Visionary Shield, and the Marchioness set. Scab has a rule, which is Death Education. We can increase the effect of Range Block, Deadly, or Mind Lock by 1 for every collective cognition in the settlement. We fell short of getting to 80. We got to 75. So that's Deflect +3. And that's it. We've got an Axe Master there. The Dark, increase the range of your perfect hits. Accuracy, Axe. At the start of your act, you may forfeit your thing. If you do, all other survivors gain +1 speed until the end of the round. So this guy, Scab the Prodigy, is going to sacrifice his thing. He's going to Surge to deflect. And we'll put out the deflect tokens because there is 6 of them, using the Visionary Shield. Deflect 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. There's my 6 deflect tokens. We have a sword in our gear grid. It's a bone blade, so we gain +2 movement. So his first one is going to be to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Or something similar to that. We'll sort of put him, where's this one going? Up, down. This one's going left, right. Yeah, we'll put him there. There, actually. So we can maybe deflect. The first pack leader, 1, 2, 3. I think my scout is actually higher movement. 4, very good. So that's my first pack leader move. We've given the Queen, so everyone does +1 speed until the end of the round. Then, what do I want? I want to use my Qatar, don't I? Yep. The second move will be this guy. And we're going first, of course, because we have higher courage. Quixotic. Yeah, so this is a red survivor. So this has everything. Every weapon type known to humankind this Talon knife has. Well done. So this moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. So that is done. G'day, Peace Fishy. So the yellow guy is all done. Has dashed, has surged. And has deflect up. That. And with the deflect, it can be targeted on a survivor within 4 spaces of us. Thanks to the Visionary Shield, which is cool. Now, because of the Marchioness gloves, it also says when you block or deflect a hit, gain a free act at the start of your round. And when you riposte, you gain a free thing. So that basically means if I deflect any hits, this guy gets a free move and act, which is great. Okay, Evil Hoo Hoo Grub is going to swing the first time. Evil Hoo Hoo Grub has Deadly. It's Deadly 4 on this Talon Knife. It's speed 2, but that goes to speed 3 thanks to the other thing. Speed 3. Hey-ya. Okay, so we've hit twice, and the 1 is a miss. So we don't gain a thingy. 1, 2. Failure reaction. Attempt to wound this location are automatic failures, yielding flesh. Your mind clouds with visions of ultimate desire, then a jolt from the aching heart within your chest rouses. End your attack and gain the flash of rebellion. Done. That's this guy. So this guy will surge. And try again with the Talon Knife. Hit, hit, hit. So we've got Flash Rebellion. Oh, sorry, we need to gain 1d5 courage. We gain 4 courage. Okay, 1, 2. That means we have triggered See the Truth. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of that, aren't I? Better get that out. Now, See the Truth means we could get some positives, I think, maybe. So we suffer blind. Everyone has a Drydecanthus because we have multiple Drydecanthus. Apparently this guy doesn't. So you are going to gain a bleeding token and blind. Taste Death. We roll a 1. Sweet Battle. Cool. G'day, Bert. So Sweet Battle is an ability we now have. We won't be able to use it this turn. If we survive, we may be using it next turn. Die! Okay, that's a wound with a parasite. That's a wound. So that's if you gain Hunt XP. Suffer a random brain trauma, subtracting your insanity from the result. Both of those are bad. Both of those are going to kill this guy, aren't they? How many Hunt XP? Yep, so that's 10, so that guy dies. So this guy is dying. I can't cancel multiple reactions. Okay. To ignore Protean. So I think this guy dies, but we might be able to get 3 wounds out of it. So let's try that. Gain a Parasite, first of all. So we cancel the first chosen hit reaction. Let me see what else we've got. We can make a wound attempt and then select a hit location to resolve. We're not going to critically wound with a scythe. We didn't draw the trap. Oh, we've actually got another attack because of the scythe mastery. If we critically wound, the monster is knocked down. There's no critical locations. And spec whip. Yep. Okay, so I'll actually roll to wound and then decide which one we want to do. So we roll an 8. So if you have a look here, our strength of our weapon is 17, which means that is a wound. So we'll do this one and we'll cancel that reaction. We gain a parasite. So we gain sympathetic sternum, which gains us another sympathetic sternum, which gains us duplicitous manus. So we put our shield on this duplicitous manus. So the shield is a weapon. I've got a shield somewhere. This is crazy. This is a crazy challenge. I'm sure I've got a shield. I've got a round leather shield. I'm going to make sure I put everything out so I don't forget anything. Maybe I don't have a shield. There it is. At the end of my act, I suffer damage equal to the strength of the weapon on this card. So we've got 3 parasites here. We successfully wounded, so we've done our first wound. Go team! Okay, the second thing we need to do now is, we're deadly 8 or something. We're high deadly on this, but we don't get to do anything with it. Okay, so now we might try and wound this manifold limbs. We got sword spec, so we can choose which one to thingy. That's a 5. I'm actually going to do this one, which means I don't wound, so that one goes away, but I gain another parasite. If you would spend movement, roll 1d10 on a 6+, you seize up, cancel the action and lose movement instead. Seizing Calcaneal. So we'll do the manifold limbs. That's a 9, so that's a wound. We gain the Flash of Rebellion Survivor card. Perfect. I will swing again. And this is with my free scythe thing, because all weapons in my gear grid are scythes. 3 hits. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we can cancel any chosen hit locations. Oh, hang on, I need to do my second wound. Second wound! Come on, Dano, fire up, son! Perform Omnipresence. That is archive one of your parasites. So we can do sword spec. So we'll roll a wound roll. Now remember, I've got reroll tokens. So this weapon is now deadly 4, so we're critting on 5s for that one. We're archiving this as well to allow us to wound. So the reflex, we're going to do this one first, I think. Yep. So that's a failure, but I will use a reroll token. My first reroll token into a wound. Then I'm going to try, oh yeah, and that was gain a parasite. Another sternum. This guy's got 8 parasites and an eyeball. All of your attacks gain unwieldy, okay? So now this one we crit on a 5. So we'll spend our second reroll token on that. That's a 7, so we critical. Archive one of your parasites. I think we will archive the fidgeting oculus. So that's 4 wounds so far from our first survivor. Then a flurry of identical suffer 6 damage to 6 random hit locations and knock back 6. That seems awful. And that is a wound as well. 5 wounds. Go, Deno. Okay, but we do have to do this reflex and we gain another parasite. Fidgeting. Oh, I'm going to shuffle that. It is after you perform a survival action, suffer a random brain trauma with -4 to the result. Okay, we've got 5 parasites there. This reflex is triggering. So suffer 6 damage to 6 random hit locations and knock back 6. 6 damage to 6 hit locations. Sounds tremendous. Head, body, hands, head, waist. So we've got 3 head severe injuries. Oh, no. No, we haven't got 3. We've got 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, Deno. Okay, so the arms, the boots, and the waist. Okay, so I've used all my reroll tokens on this guy. Let's just see if I didn't miss anything. Spec Axe. Oh, if your wound attempt fails, you may ignore an attempt to wound the other location again. All right, I failed one of those, so I'll attempt to wound that. I do wound it. Yes. If you critically wound on a 6+, I shuffle the hit location deck. I do shuffle the hit location deck because of Scythe Mastery. And that's it. All right, now I'm going to knock everyone back. And that guy's going to go towards the furthest thing. So we're knocked back here. We don't suffer collision. Both of those guys are knocked down. The scout will spend survival to encourage and then fist bump. G'day, Cujo. So they both stand up. Before her act ends, she's going to pass all of these parasites to that guy who has already had their act. So none of that is going to trigger. And that is the end of our turn, their turn. We do have to do that reflex, which was she moves to a furthest one of those things. So she's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think. And that was our very first Survivor's Act. And we did 6 wounds. That's awesome. That's a quarter of the way there. Let's go. Did we have to do omnipresence? We didn't. 2 severe injury rolls, actually, for that guy. On the head. So no systemic pressure on Evil Hoo Hoo Grub. We have... Oh yeah, we had to do suffer the... No, we got to remove that, I think. Yeah. We removed that with bloodletting. Cancel reaction to the first chosen hit location. Yeah. Okay. So on a 6+, what am I looking for here? Oh yeah, my severe head injury rolls. Okay. Okay. So that's a 5 on the head, which is perfect. But I think that's blind. I think I got blinded a second time. No, intracranial hemorrhage. Can no longer gain or spend survival. Pretty bad. And an 8 is concussion. Gain a random disorder. Your brain is scrambled like an egg. Ergophobia. Perfect. Okay, so that's it. So the intracranial hemorrhage sucks, but we're still in the dance. Okay. So all the parasites are done. There is no more action. So we have my next survivor that's going to go. That was pretty awesome, actually. I didn't expect to do that well in the first turn. So this chick has joint array. Now we have wounded with a guy, so we can cancel the first chosen hit location. We have the Lance of Longinus on this chick, Locust. So we'll be swinging with 4 speed. That's wounding on a... Oh, that's awful. Those guys couldn't trigger any freebies because we needed to roll like 8s, 9s to wound. This one, however, might trigger free hit locations if this goes badly. Locust or Louser? What's Louser rocking with? Vandal's Sledge seems awful, but the Gax might be the go here. How many speed is it? It's 3 speed. It's 4 speed. It's 5 speed. Okay, the Gax is 5 speed. Yeesh. Yeesh. Okay, let's do it. Let's go. All right, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the front. Yep. And I'm going to swing with the Gax, which is 5 speed. If we critically wound, we gain a -1 evasion token. So this, we are hitting on 3 pluses. 1, 2, okay, 5 hits. This one doesn't have the red survivor, so this is bad, but we just want to see that one that lets us get a Flash of Rebellion. Yes. Oh my God, the impact. Oh, the trap. No, that would have been so good. That's the one that lets everyone get Flash of Rebellion. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Did I hit 5 times? It was the 4th card. She hasn't got any tokens or anything, does she? Fuck. All right, what does her trap do? The attacker loses Flash of Rebellion and gains 2 parasites. Move the monster 5 spaces directly away from the attacker. I did hit 5 times, didn't I? Heroic Reach. Oh my God. I've got to check. I could lifetime reroll the mids. I've actually got reroll tokens. Let me check the rolls. I think I did. I'm going to go back and look. This is bullshit from me, but I'm going to do it anyway. I didn't expect to have this strong a start. I'm just going to watch. Stand by. It is only 4 hits. That's a 2. Okay. That's on top of the deck. I do have spear spec, but I'm not attacking with a spear, and I'm not the red survivor. First chosen hit location, I cancel reactions. No. Yes, because of thingy. I have +1 luck. I've +3 luck. So if I can roll a 4+, no, 6+, I can crit that. I have 1 permanent luck, which I lose for this one. So the first chosen reaction has to be this one. So I'm going for a reroll token on this. Fantastic. No, this is the Gax guy. We critical. That survivor is dead. Persistent injury digesting. Ignore Protean at all locations. Discard this at the end of the next round. I've got Axe, so I could have re-rolled that anyway. The attacker is torn to shreds. That guy's dead. So I have that information, right? I probably should just shuffle that deck and not know where it is. So I'm going to do that. Because that would change what I do. Okay, we might have just done this. Until the end of the next round, we get to ignore Protean. That could be it. That could be literally the game right there. I've got the chick with the Lance of Longinus. Chick with the Lance of Longinus goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Has... Okay, Louser is dead. Sure, I get a Graves bonus from Louser dying. Locust swings with the Lance of Longinus. That was a critical. That was a 9. I just need to check because that might trigger an AI card draw from her. Louser, 9. So we cancel reactions on the first chosen hit location. Yes. We're strength 15. The greatest gax is 19 plus 9 is 28. Oh yeah, and the first time you critically wound the monster, it gains a -1 evasion token. Okay, so she's easier to hit. Fantastic. So we're swinging with the Lance of Longinus. Locust, Spearmaster, yes, doesn't help us. Joint Array, yes. Red Fist. Red Fist gets around intracranial hemorrhage, does it? So we can trap cancel on a 7, and we can gain the priority target token. That seems pretty good. It's 22. Okay, so if we roll a 9 or a 10, that's fine. We're high speed on this attack. High speed. 4 hits, 5 hits. Don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, first chosen hit location, we cancel the reaction. Reflex, perform omnipresence. That one seems bad. Wound. If you're insane, suffer a random brain trauma subtracting your thing. That's awful. Reflex, but that has a critical, and I am critting on luck 4. So I think we save that one till last. I think we cancel this omnipresence. And that's it. Okay, so we've got 2 reroll tokens. So we gain a Parasite. But if we critical, we archive one of our Parasites. So we gain Lingerlouse. Okay, so critical will be on a 6, I think. So that's a fail. So we'll use a reroll token. We got 2. We're cancelling this reflex anyway, so that's fine. Into a critical. Archive one of your Parasites. That gets archived. Done. That's a wound. Done. The monster suffers a -1 toughness token, which is good, except we've now triggered an AI draw, I believe. So let's go read the the thing. Vengeful. Whenever a survivor's wound surpasses the toughness by 6 or more, they gain the priority target token. Then after performing any reactions, the monster draws AI. Limit once per attack. Yep. So he's drawing an AI. Because that is a 10 and our strength is 22, effectively. And so now any roll of over 7. Hey, was the first one a wound, actually? The first one was a wound. I don't need to critical that. So I won't use my reroll token. Which means that toughness doesn't apply. Okay, because I rolled a 4 on the first one. All right, so no critical. Don't have to reroll. Don't trigger an AI draw. Perfect. We cancel the reflex. And we've got the Lingerlouse still. So let's go the exposed sternum. That's a critical. do I re-roll to try and not get a 10? Because a 10's bad. I'm wounding on a 4. Do I re-roll token to try and not critical? To try and not roll 10s? Why do I need to roll 10s? I'm such a dickhead. It needs to just be an 8 or less. It literally needs to be 3 to 8. Failure. Basic action. Target the attacker. What's basic action? Move and synchronic attack. Speed 10. Toughness 6. A hanger-on emerges from within the folds of the monster's uncountable palm. Suffer knockback 6 and gain a parasite. It's only going to hit her. She's not in a position to use the other guy's deflect. So I think I'm better off re-rolling, because that's probably better than what the card is. Oh, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. If I re-roll... Yep, let's do it. Let's re-roll. We're trying to get a 3 to 5. Come on, Deno. Okay. So now this one has a wound reaction. Suffer a random severe injury for each parasite you are carrying at the hit location that parasite is attached to. So we definitely want to do that one first. Because we've already got one parasite. So that's a 6. It is a wound. We gain a parasite, and we're now suffering 2 random severe injuries. One at the head and another at the head. So the first one we cancel with a dry decanthus, which is a 7. The second one, we roll an 8, which is concussion. Oh, cowardice is bad. So we're not out of it. We're still going. Then archive all your parasites. Those are gone. So this one, if you're insane, suffer a random brain trauma. Terrible. Subtracting your insanity from the roll result. Okay, so that kills us. So we do this one first. The reflex has an omnipresence which will force him to go away. So let's do that. It's a 9. It's a critical. We archive one of our parasites, which was the one that we just gained. We do a wound, but we then trigger an AI draw. Because 9 plus 22 is 31, which triggers an AI draw. But I think I want the critical there. Okay, so this one has not yet triggered, but we're drawing an AI card at the start of the turn, or at the start of this. So we get quartering. It's targeting her. Full move the monster towards the target. Oh, this is terrible. The target suffers the dismembered arm severe injury twice, the dismembered leg severe injury twice, and knock back 9 away from the monster. Okay, we die because of the bleeding tokens. Dead. It then says, oh, yeah, no, that's it. It then says draw AI. So that is done. So this is failing. Draw AI. Dexter pressure sweep. It just does a synchronic attack. Like that. She's dead. Knockback 9 away from the monster. Gain a Parasite. And the Flash of Rebellion status card. Okay, so that's going to hit everyone, but I can dash with her. Yeah, that's terrible. This attack killed a survivor, perform omnipresence. Otherwise, basic action. So we're going to do a dash with Evil Hoo Hoo Grub. Spending a strength token to do that. Can we do that? I don't think we can. Oof. All right, well, let's hope for some misses on this 10 speed attack. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 speed attack. Lots of misses, please. Miss, 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 miss. That one wasn't in it. Okay, so we got 9, 9, 9, 10, 8, 9. So those are all going to hit. 6 evasion doesn't help us. Scab, 5 evasion. Yep, so 7s are all hits. Okay, so I can deflect 5 of these. Knock back 9 away from the monster. Doesn't say directly away. Gain a Parasite and the Flash of Rebellion Survivor status card. If this attack killed a survivor, perform omnipresence. Otherwise, perform basic action. So I've got 5 deflects that I can do. And I can dodge with Scab. So let's dodge 1. And let's deflect 4. On her. So she ignores all attacks and doesn't trigger that. This chick is going to get knocked back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and gains the Flash of Rebellion card. We can deflect 2 more times. So she's suffering 3 strength 6 attacks. 3 strength 6. Head, hands, boots. Oh, wrong person. Yeah, okay, hands. Okay, so that's a severe injury to the head, a severe injury to the hands, and a severe injury to the boots. So that person could be dead. Yep, let's find out. So the head severe injury is a 7, which is blind. So we're double blind. Fantastic. We've got a bleeding token. The next one is a 7, So that's another bleeding token. Unless we roll a 10 on this last one, we are dead. We roll a 4. So we die from bleeding tokens. That person is not wearing the green charm, so Evil Hoo Hoo Grub has died. I suppose we use a reroll token, or the reroll, lifetime reroll. It's a 3. We're dead. Okay. Didn't give you a weapon. What a doofus. Okay. Let's... if attack kills survivor, perform omnipresence. So omnipresence says randomly determine a direction, push or pull. 1 to 5, it's push. It's push. They all move 3 spaces in the selected direction. Place the monster on a random host of hands. So we go in order. Oh, yeah, she's dead. So it wouldn't matter anyway. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's nice, isn't it? Look at that. That's cool. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't think I ever realized this before. 1, 2, 3. But they're spiraling, aren't they? 1, 2, 3. That is awesome. Now we place her on a random host of hands. 5. Facing the most survivors. She's facing that way. Done. That's the end of our first turn. We ambushed the monster. Now, if anyone is still in the chat, we have 8 eyes, so we ambush her, and we went first. Does that mean we now go again? Because his ambush, they skip their first turn. I might look it up on the online thing. It sounds right to me too, but let me just make sure. Kingdom, death, glossary. Ambush, ambush. Okay, I'm not 100% sure. So we go first and we ambush the monster. Yeah. Let's assume that we don't, and let's let the monster have a turn. When we do Melody of Heroes, at the start of the survivor's turn, we may perform Embolden. All right. So it's not our turn yet. But that critical wound is digesting. Ignore Protean. Discard this at the end of the next round. So that's fine. So I think the monster gets to draw an AI card, have his turn, or he just to draw 3. No. Okay, well if that's the case, yeah, I think that's right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to then do Embolden 3 times. 2 times, because there's less than 4 survivors. So I get to bring 2 survivors on. Okay, so I think the ones we want to bring are Redback. No, let's bring Tick with the bow. And let's bring... What are you rocking, Pest? You're rocking the Talon Knife and the Beast Knuckle. Nephilia, Axe, what are you rocking? Greatest Gax. That's barbed 10. I don't like that. Dung Beetle. Vandal Broadaxe. Yeah, Dung Beetle looks like an option there. Okay, so we'll bring Dung Beetle and Tick onto the board. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of these guys. Okay, so the chick with the bow is going to be here. And then she's dead. So we've got Pack Leader 2. This guy's so good. I need to get rid of all of his parasites though. Need to give his parasites to the scout. Little scout needs those parasites really badly. 6 of them, in fact. Okay, so we're ignoring Protean until the end of the turn. How good. All right. This is very nerve-wracking. I feel so nervous. Okay, this is my green charm guy. Okay, so we got recurve bow, dry decanthus, scav kit, regen suit, first aid kit, armorsmith tongs, green charm. We got a bone blade on there just so we can give that away if we need to, and we got grease. Excellent. And then the next person that came on is in red, Dung Beetle. Okay, they've just got a Bone Blade, a Vandal Broadaxe, the Reverberating Lantern. Now, Dung Beetle's a Marrowist. No, Regalist. Millipede is a Collectivist. And Tick is a Marrowist. Okay, so remember we've got Marrow Monarch, so we can swing again with the Marrowists if we do a perfect hit. If we do a perfect hit. Okay, Reverberating Lantern. Ooh. Stampede Glaive Zell, stop falling over. Militides, we've done in the first turn. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wounds. We currently have the impacted jaws in play, persistent injury, so we ignore Protean. We've just brought on 2 survivors who are about to do some execution with extreme prejudice, I hope. Lucky Charm, Dry Decanthus, Vandal Broadaxe is what we need. And there's a Bone Blade for us to use in case we get the Duplicitous Manus. All right. Let's put that there, just in case. This is the level 3, yep. So with Scab the Prodigy, they have all of the all of the possible things right now. All of the possible parasites. I'll bring the scout down. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start, yeah, and when do they come on? They come on, that's red, yeah. Cheek with the axe, yep, be Stampede, Glaive Zell. Okay, so this chick's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then dash 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is basically her turn. Yep. We'll just assume we cleared Megalophobia because I'm not a doofus. Okay, so Scout is done, had their act. Scab, the prodigy, is going to sacrifice their thing to give away, using the Queen. All other survivors gain +1 speed until the end of the round. We're going to deflect with a surge. So we get our 6 deflect back on the Visionary Shield. So that's the deflect. And then we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. They come on a board edge, don't they, when we embolden? Join the showdown. Unoccupied space on a board edge. Yeah. Okay, so she's at the back. The bow chick's over here. And I'll move this down so you can see. I had like 10 endeavors left to clear Megalophobia. Okay, so she's behind and she's here, basically. Which direction is that going? Up, down. She's here. So we move to here with this guy, and that triggers a free movement on another survivor. Actually, let's do this. Let's go 1 where we're here. So if we go 1, 2, 3 to there, that'll trigger a move on the Scout. We're then going to pass the Scout all of my fun little toys, these little things. So the Scout's acted, so none of those are going to trigger. And let's assume that we didn't do this excruciating brain cap thing. We didn't do any survival actions until we... That is awful. Seizing Calcaneal. When you would spend thingy roll 1d10 on a 6+, you seize up. Cancel the action and lose the thing instead. I'll use a reroll on that. We fail, so we cancel that. Oh man, maybe we can't do that. So use a reroll. We've actually got a freebie there from the deflect thing, so we'll try that again. 4, thank goodness. Okay, so that works, that works. We've now got one more act we can dash. Okay. So we'll dash with Scab now to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to there. Yep, that seems great. The Scout might just run into a host of hands actually to die. That triggers a free movement for someone. We will not move with anyone. Okay, I think we go with the Vandal Broadaxe. Which direction are you moving? Up, down? Yeah, so we'll go to here. Oh, that's bad. That's going to go that way and kill us. That's okay. Let's dance with the Vandal Broadaxe. No, we got a spear. No, let's do the bow. Bow, bow, bow. Tick, tick, ticky. 4 speed. This is wounding on a 4+. This is a terrible option, Deno. A freaking terrible option. Okay, I think we go the Vandal Broadaxe chick. She's 1 speed. Yeah, okay, fine. All right, Vandal Broadaxe, swinging with 4 speed, hitting on a 2+. Hit, 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 miss. We got a perfect hit. I don't think that does anything for Dung Beetle. Dung Beetle's not a Marrowist. We've got +4 strength because we are attacking with Joint Array. So 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that reflex is terrible. That wound reaction is fucking terrible. Yes. Suffer knockback 3 towards the monster. That is terrible. Okay, so if we do this one and we do a wound, then we end our attack and gain the Flash of Rebellion Survivor status card. We do a wound. We end our attack and gain the Flash of Rebellion. If we already have it, gain 4 survival. We do not already have it. So with Flash of Rebellion, Dung Beetle's going to gain 1d5 courage, which is 2 courage. She's got Flash of Rebellion. Has nothing else doing here. Dung Beetle. So now do we swing again with the Vandal Broadaxe or do we shoot the bow? Okay, so the bow is strength 26. So if it wounds on a 2+, but it means anything over a 5 is a triggers the AI draw. So that's an awful thing to bring down, Deno. Why would you bring that down with that chick? Why are you strength 26? That is just ridiculous. It only happens once a turn. So that'll be 4 speed. We don't have a spear to cancel the trap at the moment, but we do have a joint array. She's probably our best person to be triggering stuff anyway. Okay, let's do it. We're going to swing with the bow. We have to spend 2 survival, so they're all done. We have a surge still with the chick. Okay, so the bow, 4 speed, hitting on a 3+, and we re-roll misses because of bow spec. Okay, 4 hits, including 2 perfects. We have joint array, so we cancel the reaction. She is a Marrowist, so we get to trigger another... Okay, so we cancel the first chosen reaction. So let's cancel this Metachronal Robes. Gain a Parasite, and we're critting on a 9. So the Parasite that we gain is... Squirming Barnacle. Set all your permanent attribute modifiers to 0. I hate that one. I hate that one so bad. Actually might play in our favour in this though. Wow. Okay, so what we need to roll is a 2 to 4. 2 to 4. Yes, we do a wound. It doesn't trigger an AI draw, and we cancel the reaction because of joint array. Fantastic. Okay, so this one, if we do a wound, it says you strike deeper, draw an additional hit location, resolve it immediately. It has plus 3d10 toughness. That actually plays in our favor. So after we do any reactions. But this one, it says, is a wound. End your attack and gain the Flash of Rebellion Survivor status card. If you already have it, gain survival. We don't have it, so we would do this. It is 1 max AI per attack. Yeah, so if we can survive the AI card, then we can dance on these without any concerns. So I think my best option here is to try and get this wound reaction, because you do the reactions first. So, okay, that's an 8. So it's a wound. So we now draw a hit location and attempt to wound it. It's the trap. Okay. The attacker loses a Flash of Rebellion and gains 2 parasites. Cannot use host rejection until the end of the turn. The Gilt Whipworm. Okay. At the end of your act, suffer 2 damage to a random hit location that ignores armor for each Gilt token on this Parasite. All right, so we're going 1, 2, 3, 5. So lose Flash Rebellion, gain 2 Parasites. The attacker may not trade Parasites or use host rejection until the end of the round. Move the monster 5 spaces away directly from the attacker. So we're doing fine. We don't get to oh, actually, no, that ends our attack, doesn't it? We don't get to do any of these, do we? Does that end our attack? Yeah, I got the Bone Dagger. Boop. Prepared. Here's one I prepared earlier. So it doesn't. Does trap cancel our attack? Yeah, ends the attack. Okay, great. So everything goes away. So we have a free Marrowist Surge. Which we can do. Oh, we did do a wound on an 8. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Okay, Gaze of Incandescence. So she's guardless for this attack. And it's a synchronic attack. Oh, that's awful. It's going to go on my deflect guy. Damage from this attack ignores armor. No. Move the monster 5 spaces away directly from all survivors, then turn to face the most survivors. That is just tragic. Tragic, I say. Everyone might have just died. Archive all flammable gear in your gear grid. We'll see. We'll see. So she's going to move 1, 2, 3 to here, 5 to there. She's got everyone in her range. Oof. Everyone has high courage, so everyone is guardless from this attack. Scab the Prodigy can't even deflect. Okay. So it's a synchronic attack. It's 6 speed. We'll roll the dice. Archive all flammable gear in your gear grid. None of my stuff's flammable, I don't think. Okay, that's a good roll. I've got 4, 4, 6, 5, 1, 6. Scab the Prodigy, 0 hits. Tick, 0 hits. Dung Beetle, lots of hits. Millipede, lots of hits. Okay, the 1's definitely a miss. They're hitting on a 2+, so Millipede misses the 4s. So Millipede only gets 3 hits. So these ignore armor. Archive all flammable gear in your gear grid. No, there is a flow. I suppose I could surge with the Vandal Broadaxe and do that. Yep, okay. Let's do that. We'll surge with the Vandal Broadaxe. One, 2. Trap again! Okay. Move the monster 5 spaces directly away from the attacker, so she's going to end up there. Doesn't cancel her AI card, does it? No, it doesn't. No. Doesn't cancel her AI card, does it? Okay, so same thing happens. She's here. Same thing happens, unfortunately. Survivors with 3+ courage are guardless for this attack. Okay, so the scout is taking 3 hits to 3 hit location. Does it? If that does, that's glorious. You'll need to tell me that, because that is fantastic if that's the case. A trap cancels all the attacker's hits, ends their attack, and causes the monster in addition. Well, if it does, that's the best thing ever. However, I don't think we were going to die with everyone. I don't think Fenn's here. Hand, body, boots. So the scout doesn't... Hand, body, boots. Okay, so the scout's knocked down. That one triggers. The other chick is 3. Two. Yep, so this guy has 5. Okay, we've got 2 severe injury rolls. We've got the head. And we've got the boots. So the head is a 6. No systemic pressure. Deaf. Oh, hang on, we have a Acanthus, don't we? Okay, so we archive it for the dried Acanthus. Second one is a 2, so we use a reroll. 7, and that is on the boots. Torn muscle, you cannot dash until the thingy ends. All right, so that's done. So now I'm going to dash with Tick. I'm going to hand over these to this guy. Our Marrowism Bow Surge. Hits. Okay, cool. So that's what I did. I did that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's great. This is a reflex. This is perfect. This is perfect. All right, so I will roll, hopefully a 2 to 4, so we don't trigger a thingy, but we're cancelling this reaction. You're right, cancelling this reaction. 2 to 4, Deno. Oh my God, it's a wound. And it doesn't trigger. Okay, so 2 to 4 on this one. Come on, Dano, do it again. It's a 1. All right, so we will, that ends your attack and gain the Flash of Rebellion. Do we want that? I've got a reroll token I can use. I've got 2 reroll tokens I can use, actually. That one used 1. So I think we do use a reroll token there. Yep, let's do it. It's another 1. End your attack and gain Flash of Rebellion. All right. Now we surge. And we swing again with the bow. We'll archive our Flash of Rebellion. Actually, no, we won't. We'll keep it, won't we? So we've got it for next turn. 4 hits. Ugh. Good. Towards the monster. Doesn't affect us. Reflex. The survive with the most parasites gives you all their parasites. I don't like that. Because we got a lot of parasites. So that one I think we probably cancel. And then this one here says wound. Gain a parasite. End your attack and gain the flash. If you already have it or archived it during this attack, limbic whiplash is fatal. Okay, I think we do it this one. So we cancel this one. Full move the monster towards the furthest host of hands terrain. I'm actually standing next to a guy, so maybe I do this. No, yeah, I think I'm going to cancel this one. I think I'm going to cancel perform omnipresence. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we've got Surge, Monarch, and 1 basic attack, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so this one, we want a 2 to 4 to do a wound and not trigger a freebie. It's a 7. Okay, so we do a wound. It would be devastating, but we don't have devastating. We cancel the reaction. We gain a parasite. Lingerlouse, that's no good. Now the monster's going to draw AI. Behavioral mandate. At the start of the monster turn, if the survivors collectively have 10 plus parasites, discard this card. We have a lot of parasites. That will get discarded. Draw AI. Gaze of Candor. The survivor with the most courage. Okay, so the survivor with the most courage is move and synchronic attack. Scab. Okay, I'll trust you on that. Or might not be that one. Okay, so that's done. So now, this is a reflex, which is full move the monster towards the farthest hut. No problems. All the parasites are on the board. I'm going to hand those parasites to the chick in red. She's got massive. It's a 4, we do a wound. Okay, so that's gone. And we don't trigger, it wouldn't matter anyway. Full move the monster towards the farthest host of hands. So the farthest is this one. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3. Yep. Still in range for my range 9 bow. How good is that? So this one has a wound reaction. If we do, okay, so this, we draw another one. We attempt to wound it with plus 3d10. Toughness. 5, 6, and 5. So does that mean we can't wound it at all? I think it does. We fail. So that reflex is going to trigger, suffer 6 damage to 6 random hit locations and knock back 6. Then full move the monster towards the farther yielding. So we're going to be minus 1 damage on this. Waste, waste, waste. Body, body, head. Yep. So that's 1, 2, 3. And no, other head. Okay, so that then says full move the monster towards the farthest host of hands, which I think is actually this one now. So it's going to move back to that one, which means we're still in range. Oh, we suffered knockback 6 to there. So we're still in range. And then we will shoot the bow. Again, we do a wound. This turn, it's going to draw an AI card. Or at the end of my attack, it's going to draw an AI card, I should say. And it flips Gaze of Absolution. attacks, ignores armor. Oh, it's going to perform omnipresence first. Yuck. Guardless is so fucking punishing. Oh my god. This is like an impossible fight. Space is in a general direction. So 1 to 5, it is yellow. It is yellow. So we go 1 first. 1, 2, 3. We go 2. 1, 2, 3. We go 3. 1, 2, 3. We go 4. 1, 2. Dead! No! She's dead. She hasn't dashed, actually. I can dash. Nope. She's dead. So she archives all of her parasites, which is good. It means that wound is not going away. Where was I up to? 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 6. She's got it right now. 1, 2, 3. 7, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so where does she go now at the end of the omnipresence? Place the monster on a random host of hands. Okay, so we'll roll a random dice. So it's going to go to 2. And it's going to turn to face the most survivors. So that way is the most survivors. Scout and that guy. That's awesome. Gaze of Absolution. So this is a 6-speed attack. The Scout could be in some trouble here. Millipeed. Scab the Prodigy, though, a chance of surviving. Can't deflect. Oh, can't deflect. Sucks. Miss, miss, hit, hit, hit. 4 hits. That sucks. Okay, body, boots thingy. We can't dodge. So we're going to have a severe body injury. However, do I have a thing? I don't. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, we assumed. We did our best. Weak spot, axe, discord, nullifying, axe, visionary shield. Yeah, okay. Range, block, deflect. Man, that is so bullshit. Why can't I dodge these attacks? Okay, severe injury roll on the body. That's a 1, so we'll use a reroll token into an 8. The guy has got 5 wounds left. The Scout is getting 4. Body, head, body, boots. Fantastic. Lose 4 survival. No worries. Scab the Prodigy, lose disorders. Lose 4 survival. He's fine. Okay, so on a yeah, got 4 severe injuries. So the head, dead. Scout has used their Acanthus. Nope, so we'll archive that to ignore that one. The next one is a body. That's a 2, that's dead. So the Scout will use a reroll token. Oh, into a 9, which is a collapsed lung. So next one is a 9. That's another collapsed lung. And then the Scout's got the boots. Rolls an 8. Broken leg. So we're down to speed 1 on the Scout. because of the broken leg and the collapsed lungs. But that is it. That is our entire turn. And now the monster draws 3 AI cards. And that is pretty bad for us, I think. Because 2 of the cards that it draws, it's drawing all 4 cards. So with Embolden, brah, I asked you this before. If all my survivors are dead, I can't Embolden, right? It doesn't lose the mood, actually, because I archived all of these from that guy dying. Or can I Embolden survivors onto the board? But if there's no survivors on the board, I can't Embolden because there's no one to do a survival action. Yep. That's at the start of the survivor's turn. We may perform Embolden up to 3 times. If there are fewer than 4 survivors in the showdown board, a survivor from the settlement may depart and join the showdown. I really should have put my scout in a stone-faced cloak. Then the guy doesn't attack us. Okay, so this impacted jaws is gone now. The scout has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parasites. Yeah, I think I just can't see us avoiding this. I mean, she might not die from those attacks. Gaze of Absolution. She's got a Flash of Rebellion. If I can just get one more turn, we do it. I'm sure of it. I just don't think we're going to get one more turn because we're not going to be able to Embolden. Okay, yeah, there's nothing else I can do, so we just we shuffle these and draw cards. I got them down to 5 wounds. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not going to try this again. This is wild. This is just crazy. All right. I don't think I could have had a better turn of things than what jaw? Yeah, sorry, they're not discarded yet. I suppose the scout has not gone for a surge yet, so the scout could swing. Let's assume I gave the scout one of my Vandal clubs. Because I do have that option. That only gets discarded at the end of the next round, and if we're going first, it's not actually discarded. So, yeah, my scout, the Vandal Sledge, which I have somewhere in all of my cards. There it is. So let's surge with the scout at this point. It can spend other people's survival. None of these affect the scout, do they? That doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. doesn't matter. After you perform a survival action, suffer random brain trauma with -4 to the result. So this may kill the scout, which would actually be okay, because it would archive all those things. The scout is rolling. This might actually do. This might actually do it, because we're doing this in the midst of an AI card. I've got 4 dice. This actually might do it, you know. So all right. The scout's swinging with 4 dice. It's hitting on a 2+. Speed 4. Yep. And it's speed 4 because of the queen and because of the +2 speed tokens that we've got. It's hitting on a 2+. Scout still has a dream. A dream is alive. Okay. As long as we don't flip any of these bad boys. Fantastic. 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 We cancel the first reaction on one of these chosen. We'll choose this one. Gain a Parasite. Duplicitous Manus. I've got a Bone Dagger on him. So this is strength. I didn't move 6+ spaces. 9 and 9 is 18. So we need a 7 to wound. 6 to wound, 7 to wound. Okay, I don't think this is going to happen. That's a 9. We do a wound. That reaction's cancelled. This is a failure reaction. We roll a 3, so we'll use our lifetime reroll, I think, into a 9. We do a wound. This is the one that's going to kill us. Gain a Parasite. Enraptured Crus. If you're insane, suffer random brain trauma, subtracting your insanity from the roll result. That's a wound. Suffer random brain trauma, subtracting your insanity from the roll result. The other option is to archive all your parasites after suffering a severe injury. The guy's got 1 AI card left, which he's in the midst of doing. The random brain trauma is dead, and I archive all the parasites. So there are now no parasites on the board. If I can survive this card 3 times, we will win. If I can survive this card 3 times. Six speed. We're facing everyone. I can dash as well, but that doesn't help me at all. No, the scout can't get out of the zone. The scout is gone. Gone. Regardless, I've got fucking 6 deflect up and I can't use it. I just need to do the very most undeno thing that's possible, and that's roll low on 3 attacks. If one of these guys survives, we make it. We do it for sure. Tick's actually a chance here. Oh my god, Tick is actually a huge chance. Tick is 8 evasion and is -1 damage. These are only 2 damage. Oh my god. This is a chance. Go, Deno. Fucking get around it. Just don't roll 10s, you pest. This does ignore armor. Don't roll 10s, Deno, you absolute pest. We roll 110. Okay, so the 10 hits us in the hands. We reduce damage from each hit 1. And I think our other guy's just straight up dead. Move the monster 5 spaces away from all survivors. Archive all flammable gear in your gear grid. Because he's only got 1 evasion. He's got 5 evasion. Okay, so 5. That's a hit. That's a miss. Okay, so he's only copped 2. All right, so I'll roll for him. He cops it to the body and the hands. Okay, so he's got a severe injury roll on the body. He rolls a 9. AI card. The second draw of that AI card. Oh, it's a 6-speed attack. No 10s and no hits. He's 5 evasion. Scarm's gonna do it. Scarm's gonna do it. All right, the third version of this attack. Oh, the guy's all the way in the corner, by the way. The third on this attack. No 10s. 7. Okay, 4 cards on Scab though. Scab's in big trouble. Can't deflect any of these because he's got 3+ courage. Boots, hands, boots, body. So that's 4 severe injury rolls. The boots is a 4. The body is a 9. Then a 3. Then a 3. So Scab has graciously died and kept out. But Tick has been the champion of all champions. Tick has Flash of Rebellion, but can't get in range to attack in any possible way because she's right up the corner and the chick's down the bottom. Scab's dead. It's the start of the survivor's turn. We perform emboldened. The dream is alive. We've only got to do 2 wounds to this absolute pest. The impacted jaws goes away. Shit! I might have forgotten something with that behavioural mandate, which is where I pass parasites. I'm not sure if I did that after that came out. I don't think so. Who are we bringing out? Emboldened 3 glorious survivors. Ladybug, what are you rocking? Not you. Okay, I think we bring out Mothma. But I had a revelation with Mothma. We actually don't need this atomic lance bullshit at all. At all. Because it doesn't do anything for us. But sure, Mothma comes out. Moz comes out. No. Flea definitely comes out. And who's my other person with the Talon knife? Yep, this guy. Pest comes out. Let me check Pest stats. 14 strength. Okay. Yep. Perfect. We got a Flash of Rebellion here. She can't get into range. Let's set this up. Talon knife. Boots, pants. We got a lucky charm. Well, I mean, I've just got to try and figure out some way. If I can trigger an omnipresence so she moves, then that chick will be able to go. I literally just need to do 2 wounds. And there's been some questionable moments from me. But I'm gonna treat this as a win as best I can. Where's me Supreme Stew? There it is. Okay, so that is pretty good. And we got a beast knuckle. Actually, we might as well put a bone blade on that because we've got a lot of bone blades. Okay, so that's pest in yellow. Next person to come out is Flea. Flea is awesome. You have been giving wonderful advice, mate. Wonderful advice. I can't believe my entire plan of bringing a guy with deflect and you can't deflect any of the cards that I drew. What an absolute load of codswallop. So Flea's loadout is... Oh, am I risking the wisdom potion here? Hang on. Yes, that. There's only one more of those. So I will risk the wisdom potion. 3-speed Wrath. You know, actually the smart play here is to bring out people with Unyielding. Pest has got 0 courage. She does not, that is interesting. She is not guardless from that attack. That's good. Joint array. Everyone's got joint array. I think we saw three legendaries. Drydecanthus fish. Drydecanthus fish. And the greater Gax. I'm not going to get that out. I'll just put a Gax down. Sure, that, whatever. Fish. Done. There we go. All right. And our last person is Mothma. She's just got the Atomic Lance. I'm not going to build her grid. She's fine. So Mothma has a weapon that is everything. She'll come on here. She'll come on here. We look at the top card. It's a Protean location. And the first thing it says is Reflex Perform Omnipresence. Omnipresence means we put her on a random thing after everything moves. Nothing can hit any of our people, and we bring that guy in. Oh my god, I think we're doing this. All right, let's swing with the Gax here. So we move to there. You can't see that, but she's here. So we'll swing with the Gax. It's 2-speed. Three-speed. We hit twice. Gain a Parasite, perform Omnipresence. We can't wound, so we just gain a Parasite. It's a Sternum. And Enraptured Cruise. We can't give those away. So then everything moves. 1 to 5 is yellow, so blue. So, oh, she could have died. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if we roll probably 1, yeah, we just need to not roll 7 or an 8 here. We roll an 8. So we're going to place her here. We may still be able to do that actually. Let's go 1, 2, 3. 7, 8. We can still do it. Oh my God, this is amazing. All right, well, they're so awesome. They are absolutely so awesome. I'm not sure what to do here. I think what I might do is try and get rid of the trap before I use the chick with the bow. So let's do that, I think. Flee is movement 6. So at the end of her act, she's going to suffer knockback equal directly towards the monster. So she will suffer knockback 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am a wild one, take me now. All right, let's go with Mothma. Yeah, I could. I've only got one flash of rebellion at the moment, though. So I think we're going to go with Mothma, who is the chick with the thing. So she's got movement a bajillion. Yeah, so this chick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. She's movement 7. She goes to there. That could kill her if we have to perform omnipresence. However, she's got a Qatar, so let's see if we get the trap. So her speed is, with the Atomic Lance, 4 speed, hitting on a 2+, I think. 3 hits. 1, 2. Trap. Okay, so we can cancel that on a 7, which we don't cancel. Move the monster 5 spaces directly away from the attacker. She gains 2 parasites. Okay. She can't give them away. Everything gets redone. Move 5 spaces away. Oh my God. Dano. Oh, turn that off, Dano. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lifetime reroll the trap cancel. It doesn't actually matter, I don't think. I don't think it matters. I'm going to ignore Protean on all of these locations. So, tick dashes to get into range here. 3, 4, 5, 6. She's speed like 7. So she gets into range and she avoids any possible things with the mandala. She is going to shoot with the bow. The Vandal recurve bow, tick. It's 3 speed. We need to do 2 wounds. We will archive our Flash of Rebellion. We can reroll that 1. So that's 2 wounds, or 3 hits, sorry. 1, 2, impacted jaws. Reflex, suffer 6 damage and knock back 6. We won't do that one. So we'll just do this one. Wounding on a 2+. It's a 4, which is the perfect result because it doesn't trigger an AI draw. And now we just roll whatever we want and we kill her. That's a 1. We'll use a lifetime reroll into a 7. I'm sure Taste will rewatch this, or someone will rewatch this and say I missed some stuff that I was supposed to do, but I don't think I missed many things. The key piece was Emboldened, not being able to be used if there's no one left on the board. I didn't think about that. I just assumed I'd be able to bring my survivors on again, which I don't think I ever will. Unyielding is really good for those cards. So yeah, let's go through some of these cards. Yeah, I'm taking that. That's a good result. So yeah, these cards, there's like 4 of these in the deck, but they only do 2 damage. And so if you've got unyielding, you actually bypass that. So once again, evasion and unyielding is the key. This one is crazy. I don't know, I didn't see that, but it's 108 speed. I hope if that target was on that chick with 8 evasion that only hits on 10s, I would probably just do that. But yeah, I mean, the thing was, having played her now, I knew that that AI card comes into play, or that hit location comes into play if you first round on like our second or third attack. We did that. We had lots of speed. Speed is important in that fight. You need to have a lot of speed so that you can draw the cards that give you the Flash of Rebellion. The trap is actually not that scary, and you need to pass around your Parasite. So in the first 2 turns, I did a good job with my Parasite passing because I was able to move them all onto people that didn't matter. And then later on, I wasn't able to do that because of this bad boy. But yeah. Okay, well, I didn't think it was possible. I'm going to count it as a win. And that's great. That's great stuff. Yeah, exactly. You need to get the maximum value out of your Flash of Rebellion as much as possible. So what I'm going to do right now is show off my storage solution, I think, as we pack the game up. I'm not doing another campaign. No more campaign. Actually, there was lots of things that I did to encourage me to my Indom resources to get reroll tokens in the last round using the trophy wall. I built weapons that I could. I had about 12 weapons still to come that could have done it. Come on, yeah. I built this settlement for that express purpose of trying to take on that challenge, and we did it. So well done. Yes, the next expansions we're hoping, I think, is going to be Bee and Weaver, and I don't know. I'm sort of hoping that they'll still be, under 6 months away. I'm hoping they're already in production and going to be on boats soon. That'd be nice if that was the case. I'd be really happy with that. Really happy with that. But to play again, the Survivors of Death that comes out at Gen Con might encourage me to do it again. I'm not sure. That's a cool fight. That's an awesome fight. Don't ever do the level 3. Don't ever do it. I highly recommend never ever doing that experience again. Never again. Never again. Never, never. I might turn off Scribe now. Boop, boop. So you can see the whole board. All my gear cards. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so tonight I'm going to play Witch Hunter or Storybook Saga, which will be awesome. And then I'm excited for Revenant soon. I played Magic the Gathering last night. I think I've become a Magic player. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. We played 3 games of Commander. And I won 2 of them. And I basically won the 3rd as well. I was on 1 life. I was playing my Riders of Rohan deck. Wedgie was playing Hobbits. He was on 60 health. Tobes was playing Sauron. He was on 40 health. Darren was playing Necrons, and he was on 30-something health, because they all picked on me. And then I'd set up for my turn to bring out some guy who gives everyone +1 attack. Oh no, it was a spell. It was an instant. I don't know the name of these things. Anyway, all of my guys got up to attack 14, and I had 8 of those little red knights, the little 2/2 knights with haste and trample. And I had Aowen, and I had some other stuff. Yeah, and so I killed Tobes, I killed Sauron, and I killed the hobbits, and I got Darren down to 5 health in my one turn. So I went from 1 versus 60, 40, and 30 to one guy left with 5 health, and he couldn't even kill me the next turn. It got to my turn, but because he played some card, it was awesome. Oh, it was so good. It was really fun, actually. I enjoyed it a lot. Okay, I'm sure I've shown off my storage before, but there was a comment on YouTube where someone was like, "How do you store this fucking game?" So this is it's either the XE laser or the broken token insert. I'm not sure which one. Yeah, he got me. He got me in the end. I didn't manage to do it. I think it might be broken token. So these have this is where I store all my big terrain bits in here. This is where I store all the cards that are not monster specific, so things like character cards, seed patterns and stuff. But I've got 2 of these. I've got 2 of these boxes and 2 of these organizers. So this one is the one that I use during a campaign that I'm playing, and I take out all of the monsters that I'm playing with, and I put them in here. So I've just got the monster specific stuff in here. And then my other one, which is over there and doesn't get used during the campaign, is all the other stuff. So this is my disorder deck. And then I store all of the books in the Frog Dog box. And I store all of the Black Knight terrain and all of the other big terrain in this one, which is cool. Yeah, I hope we get more cool stuff because I love this game. Okay, so I might just push all this back and we'll start the process of separating things out into their various things. So this is a frog dog. This is a lion god. I didn't fight a lion god once. Okay, red witches. Herb gathering is normal. Mineral gathering is normal. Gatherism is normal. Keep those. Terrain, terrain, terrain. I didn't get to use gatherism. What a shame. I think we made some great choices throughout that campaign there. Just in terms of the knowledges that we took, and yeah, I just think we did the right things at most steps. Collective cognition milestones. No, I don't think so, brah. I think we'll give it a miss for now. Not give it a miss. I want to wait for B or Weaver, hoping that there'll be some new information about that. I don't know what taste it's going to give me for this victory, by the way. I deserve some fucking... give me 5 King's coins taste. Lion God, Dragon King, Gormy, Red Witches, Xenamilia is Pariah. No, that's Parasite Queen. Yeah. Screaming God, Runner's Dystonia. Tophobia is Black Knight. Maladroit is Black Knight. Dishonorable is Black Knight. Done. Fighting Arts. Fated Blow. Champion's Right. Parkour. Once again, all of the effort I've gone to getting these Didn't get to use any of them. Actually, I did get to use Armored Fist. That's not true. Manhunter. He was nice to play with the Manhunter again. He was quite nice. And it works out okay. The dogs are going ballistic today. Transcended Masochist, the Red Witch version. Darren, I was telling everyone about Commander last night, how I killed Wedgie from 60 health and Toad from 40 health and nearly got you as well. Wasn't that a fucking sick play? That was so cool. Abyssal Sadist. Agility Fighter. Feral Strength is a Black Knight as well. Monster Claw. Piercer, Black Knight. Burning Focus. Ethereal Pact. Drifting Turn. Infernal Rhythm. Transcended Masochist. Combo Master. Baba Ganoush! Welcome, mate. Baba Ganoush didn't actually make it out onto the showdown, but was ready to go out in the final. You did well. You did actually go out in a couple of hunts, Baba Ganoush. So that was cool. Vermin. Excellent. Random hunt events. Yeah, no, it's all great, mate. I'm living the dream. I'm having a wonderful time. I'm playing with my cool toys. Terrain. Lonely. It's here. That guy. Moosey's talking to her dad. All right, well, this has been a really enjoyable couple of campaigns. I think the Screaming God, I wrote a little review of the Screaming God on the Lanterns Reign Discord, but I do think it is a really exceptional piece of content. Gatherism, I think the best I ever got was someone to level 2. So I did a really shit job with Gatherism. Completely shit house. Oh, that's awesome, mate. Yeah, look, I'm obviously probably not the right person to talk about this game with the amount of money that I'm invested in, but yeah, I think it's a really nice game. Just keep that one off to the side. I'm someone who very much enjoys the hobby side of it. So I'm going to be always recommend, yeah, boasting ritual. There has been a murder. Okay, so those are all the Janine fight. Let's see, brah. Let's see how tennis goes. If tennis gets the job done, then you don't need me to get in there. The next campaign I run, I think, might be non-Ark survivors, just so I can play with my strain fighting arts a bit more. So here's what I like to do to set up my game in between campaigns. I like to have all of the generic stuff that is not that is used in every game in this box ready to go. So that's all my knowledges and all of my terrain things ready to go. So the generics that we use in every campaign are the wrought ironworks, they can possibly go in. Barber surgeon, blacksmith, leather worker, forum is not in every campaign. Stone circle is not in every campaign. Nope, nope, nope. Weapon crafter, bonesmith, organ grinder, outskirts, no. Skinnery, done. So these are all of the generic locations that get used in every game. So I like to keep them in my deck. Just throwing my computer fucking screen all over the joint. Relax, Deno. These ones go in the other box. Alright, in this box we have all of my innovations. So let's grab out the Gorm innovations. They go with the Gormy. Here is the rest of them. Taxidermy goes with him. Bell of Challenge. Gormy. Parasite Queen. That's awesome. Blood Weaving is Red Witches. Manhunter. Yeah, look, I may open up a campaign after Gen Con. I've got the great man Mumford with an E who's going to pick up new stuff for me and send it to me. Give me a bit of time to paint it. And then, yeah, we may very well find ourselves fighting in another campaign. Who's to say? Toppled Bell from the Black Knights. Yes, the strains that I have left are. It's in this one actually. Yeah, unless you are also able to, I'll let you two work around. Thanks, Baba Ganoush. Yeah, that's going to be the next probably 6-7 weeks of my life. So I haven't got if Razor Maggots kills a survivor during herb gathering, sieging offense. No, I have got that one. I haven't got either of those ones from the vignettes. Done that one. Done that one. Yeah, so those are the ones I've done. So these are the ones that I have yet to achieve. Here. I think. Yeah, Carnage Worms. A crazed survivor witnesses a settlement with cannibalized endeavor 8 times its sacrifice in a single lantern year. Colluded Birth. A settlement with Protect the Young rolls a 1 and a lantern 10 during the same intimacy event and picks the 10 result. Lifebound Page Strain. A survivor witnesses their partner vanish from history during Scribe's book. I've had a few instances where that could have happened. And then Snarling Amygdala Strain. A survivor with Rageaholic and Berserker consumes a frenzy drink. Those are the 4 that I have not completed. Everything else I've completed. Strain Fighting Arts. The Protect the Young one, I'm hoping the B will force me to play Protect the Young, or maybe there'll be a change coming soon, so that'll be worthwhile. Armor sets. Yeah, I got the Herb Gathering one. Dead from Razor Maggots. Get that up, yeah. Character cards. Hunt events. Patterns. Okay, so character cards, boom. Pattern cards, boom. Terrain. Where's my terrain? Here. So what are we only about 4 weeks out from Gen Con? Is that right? Yeah, I'm moderately hopeful that we'll have some exciting news around then. Maybe Poots has done a Swifty on us and we've got some things coming. Maybe not. Character cards. Just as an overall observation about character cards, it's one of my favourite things in the game. I really like them. Basic hunt events. What are those? Pattern cards. Okay. So these are all my basic hunt events. Trophy room's great. Yeah, I'm a big fan of trophy room. Armor sets. So I keep the armor sets normally in the thing because I like using all the armor sets. They're fine. Armor sets. Trophy room, big winner. Actually, I think overall the Screaming God's great. Its power level is at a very nice level that, yeah, really works, I think. I think it really works for the power level of the level 4 node. And that's a hard node to get right because too powerful and you just completely eliminate the tension of the game. They're not powerful enough and it feels quite trivial. So yeah, it's at a really good spot where it's at, I think, personally. So these are all patterns. I keep all my patterns together. These are all patterns. Perfect. All my pattern cards can go there. These are all my seed patterns. Oh no, there's some more actual patterns, fine. These are all my seed patterns. Excellent. Seed patterns, regular patterns, terrain, basic resources. So the thing about Trophy Room, I even got it wrong. It would have been even more impactful than it was. But you just give out courage like it's going out of fashion. Every time I innovated, I would have had 3 courage on multiple survivors. It's actually really exciting to be able to do that. What are these cards? Terrain, yep, strange resources. We need to grab the strange resources out because these have lots of things. Reticulated grabber. That's an antelope. That can stay in there. No, antelope. Triptych, lion guard. Red witches and their red thread. Legendary horns is a basic. Canopic jars. Abyssal pancreas. Gormy. Yeah, I will say once again that I do think the Gorm is a really great quarry. Really great quarry monster. Possibly my favourite node 1. That's a gambler. That can stay. These can stay. Haven't got any of them. Hooked claw. Shining liver. Active thyroid. Whiskers. Scalp. Hollow stone. Black resin. Nice. Little strange resources. Okay, so I think that's all of the cards separated. So So that can go into here. Alright, so now that one is over there. So these all go in with their monsters now. So little Gormy. Yeah, I can't wait for Gorm to get updated stuff. I mean, I did a Gorm prologue there, which I just pulled from the internet, but yeah, just having like a Gorm knowledge and Gorm stuff would be really cool. I still think the Frog Dog is the best Node 1 as it stands right now, but I think the Gorm is actually my favourite. Hey, I heard you were a wild one. Ooh, ooh. And that was my first time playing Nucleope in a campaign. He was a little disappointing, actually. Just a little disappointing. Nothing wrong with the guy. Unfortunately, just doesn't have enough of a strength buff to actually cause any troubles. Manhunter. Boop. Manhunter is actually a really good addition. So you can get the Manhunter. I used Goth. The Manhunters got updated rules for incorporating a campaign on the Kingdom Death website, and I actually really like the Manhunter in that node now. I think it's a good change. He gives you some cool gear. He gives you some positive things, and he's a really funny fight. He's cruising around. So I rate that guy quite a lot. I used Goth. I don't think Goth will get a run again anytime soon. Unfortunately for Goth. Monster, ambition, facism, monster, regalism, survivalism, Marrowism, facism. So I think it's either Phoenix or Kingsman is what they're talking about next. Deadism, Goth, Lanternism, Regalism, Collectivism. Collectivism is probably rocketed up my rankings more than I thought it would after this. Really impressed with Collectivism. It did get us to Survival 30, which is outrageous. Dreamism, Facism, Narrowism, Monster. 8 Eyes was absolutely trivialized the second half of the campaign. Ambushing a monster is not fair to the monster. Absolutely not fair. Sculptor's Apprentice. Gourmandism. Deadism was fine. Okay. Actually, I'll tell you what I really want. I want some more Node 1 philosophies. We've got lots of Node 2. And so when you get to decide your Node 2, it's really exciting, or Tier 2. But when you get to this one, when you're doing your friggin' Node 1s, it's always the same ones. And I get survivalism has to be in the game. That's fine. I didn't bring Goth out, mate. I didn't want her to do anything. She just kept killing people. And I was like, no, that's fine. I didn't want her to kill any of my good ones. I just didn't feel like it was worth it. Dreaming. I only dreaming. I have nobody on my own. where are you, Goth? Okay, so Goth, Adrenaline 4. At the start of your act, you may gain a thing. So it's just a free full act. Limit once per showdown per option. There's an Adrenaline 5? +3 systemic pressure. At the start of your act, you may gain, or is it 4? Gain 1 movement that must be used to move. Gain 1 activation that must be used to activate a weapon. Gain 1 of either of them. Gain either a strength token, a speed token, or add 3 to all hit locations. That's actually great. What does this do? Goth's Grave. At the end of the settlement phase, a random survivor without the impairment gains irradiated. That is awful. Departing survivors gain 2 strength tokens this lantern year if they are not wearing armor at the head location. Okay. Yeah, overall, I would say Goth is my least favourite Wanderer by a very large margin. Incredibly large. Does make the game harder, which I like. But everything about that was bad. Everything about her is bad. I print these out. These are great too. Survival rules, when you can do stuff, little reminders. It's good if I'm playing with new people, I can give them these. That's good. I would take luck over Goth. Because at least you can use luck to tank hits and tank things that kill people. Goth, she does the same, but she's bad. She does the same, I suppose. All right, and now starts the final and most annoying part, which is organising the gear grids, or the gear stuff. So this is all the stuff that I didn't use in the campaign. In here. And this is all ready for next time. For me to set up a new campaign. Okay, so that's Frog Dog and that's Butcher. Overall, friends, this is my favourite game. I love it. I will keep playing it. I will keep painting toys from it. And you'll have to keep watching. There's no one else other than Bra and Twist, to my knowledge, that has completed campaigns of this game on the internet. The 4 now, isn't it, Bra? Let me look. Preacher, Drifter, Candy, and Aeneas. There's 4. All right, I'm going to do the rest of this off camera, friends. Have an amazing week. I'm back tonight playing a cool solo game of the month. So I'll catch you all then. Have a fantastic rest of your day.